Are you struggling to increase your podcast audience, let alone generate leads, inquiries, and paying customers from your podcast? Well, stick around because I'm going to share mistake number 2 of the 7 podcasting mistakes that aspiring thought leaders should avoid if they want to go from invisible to influential and profitable with their podcast. Hi, I'm Annemarie, the podcasting queen, award-winning podcast host and producer. I help change makers and aspiring thought leaders who feel like the world's best kept secret go from invisible to influential and profitable with a podcast. Now, last week we covered podcasting mistake number 1, which was not having a clear strategy. And if you missed that recording, you can catch the replay as well as hang out with other change makers and aspiring thought leaders over in our Facebook community. Go to bit.ly/pod tribe. That's bit.ly/pod tribe with a capital P and a capital T. Now, today I'm speaking about mistake number 2, which is not having a clearly defined lucrative niche. Now, niche or niche, however you prefer to pronounce it. And in actual fact, I'm sure you've heard the saying, the riches are in the niches. And guess what? That is so true. One of the things I'll often say, and have been saying for years when working with my business clients to help them become known as that authority in their field, is that if they're trying to market to everyone, they end up speaking to no one. And that's because the message is often too broad and therefore it's not able to cut through the noise. And if you're doing this as well, you're not going to position yourself as that go-to resource by your potential customers if you haven't defined your niche. Now, spending some time and defining who you are going to support from the point of view of demographics and psychographics is key. Demographics, when it comes to your niche, include things about your ideal client such as age, race, religion, gender, family size, ethnicity, income, and education. Whereas psychographics, when it relates to your niche, can involve things such as their personality, their values, their opinions, their attitudes, their interests, and lifestyles. And of course, with your ideal client is knowing exactly what they're struggling with, what overwhelms them, what causes them to stay up at night, and what do they desire, what do they dream about, what do they hope for, what are they working so hard for, but they can't achieve yet, and therefore are looking for your support, your expertise to help them. Now, once you've done that and you're able to define your niche down to a specific core group of the market, specifically a blend of both demographics and psychographics, then the conversations you have, the stories that you share, the case studies that you bring up in your conversation, the statistics, and these are just a few of those things, the words that you use, particularly keywords and phrases that you sprinkle throughout your conversations, well, that will help you cut through the noise, and that will help you speak directly to your potential customer in your niche market. Now, I want to give you an example. Now, say I was a life coach and there was an area of specialty that I had, which was in regards to health and wellness, and in particular fitness. Now, without clarifying a niche, I could say that I'm a health and wellness life coach who helps clients boost their energy and productivity at work by improving their fitness and stamina. And I'll help anyone. Now, let's have a look at clarifying a niche through the lens of demographics. Now, I could choose to work with young women who have just had a baby. She may or maybe not have other young children, and her husband works full time, and she is the primary caretaker in the home for her young family. Now, looking through psychographics relating to this client, she loves her family and her new baby. However, her confidence is low, as is her self-esteem, because of the extra weight that she's gained, and she's feeling a little isolated too. But because she's exhausted, any free time that she has, well, guess what? She just wants to sleep and catch up on all of those hours that she's spending awake tending to her young baby. Now, she wants to get back to where she was prior to having a baby, her baby weight. So she needs to follow a plan that aligns with her already hectic schedule, because she knows once she improves her physical state, her emotional state, her energy and her productivity and motivation will increase too. Just knowing these few things and being able to share stories and content that speaks specifically to her, that's going to help you build rapport where she really believes and senses that you know her, because you do. Your message and the podcasts that you create, rather than saying a broad message of, I'll help you get fit and healthy so you'll have more energy and be more productive in your day. Your message can be something like this. As a busy mum of a young family and a young bubs, does the thought of fitting in time to focus just on you and your health and getting back to your pre-baby weight, does that just seem impossible? Well, I totally understand, which is why I created my signature 30-day 555 Rapid Results Health for You and Bubs program, where you can spend just 5 minutes in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening doing some focused exercises, which you can easily do while you're feeding bubs or changing bubs, that doesn't require strenuous exercises. But it's going to make a huge transformation to getting you back on track to your pre-baby health and body. Now imagine if you targeted these mums in your local area and you had a walking club where mums could come together with their pushers, takes bubs for a walk, alongside other mums for a stroll, have some guided exercise time for them to connect as well as form relationships. Or maybe if you wanted to do something online, you start a private Facebook group, and every week, maybe 3 times a week, you lead a 15-minute session online in the group where they can participate, as well as form a connection with other mums in the group. Now, on your podcast, you can share success stories, easy, healthy recipes, new exercises that are effective, however, won't require them to spend hours in the gym, and anything else that you know is going to be relevant for her. These are all things that you can share. Now, your guest experts, or the guests that you have, can be experts who speak about topics that are relevant and valuable for her. So you see how once you understand the demographics and psychographics of your ideal client, you can get totally clear on how you can tailor your message and content in a way that's specific, it's relevant to your niche market. Now, obviously, you need to ensure that your niche market does invest and that you know exactly where to find them online and offline, of course, as your marketing strategy will ensure you can get your podcast out in front of as many clients as possible. You can niche to a specific client or industry, or you can also niche and specialize in a certain skill or an offering. For instance, my area of expertise is helping people become known as thought leaders in their industry with or even without a podcast. So I work with these people from all backgrounds and industries and experiences. However, where I niche is in thought leader positioning and podcasting. So over to you. What is your lucrative niche? Have you continued to brainstorm until you've pinpointed a focus group in the market, or identified a unique offering that positions you uniquely in the marketplace? So let me know in the comments below. Now, do you want to learn how you can go from invisible to influential and profitable with your Thought Leader podcast? Access my free masterclass where I'll show you my 3 podcast profit models and the tactic my clients and I are using to nurture listeners into leads and ultimately paying clients right from our very first episode. Go to podcastingwithpurpose.com/masterclass. That's podcastingwithpurpose.com/masterclass. Or let's hang out on one of my podcasts over at annemarie.com/podcast. Or if you want to have a chat to see how you can work with me privately, go to annemarie.com/let's chat.